Sorry, editor proxy, for getting regular proxy on a tangent.
It's all good.
You should leave that in.
Welcome back to This Week in Gaming. I'm Proxy.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jeff.
We have a GIF today.
Yeah.
Hello.
We missed you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to miss me at least 1 week out of every month just based off of work.
Yeah, that's fair. That and like it's so flu season. I wasn't sure if any of us were making it this week.
Right.
We've all been dead.
Yeah.
But we're here, and stuff happened in games, and we're gonna talk about it because that's our job.
Yeah, stuff did happen. If you're tuning into us, when you do, if it was day one of us releasing this episode, it is Saturday, not Saturday. Yeah.
It'll be Saturday.
Saturday, January 6th, because I know how to read
We're
dates.
in the past now.
Jeff got lost somewhere in December of 2017.
This is episode 39.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Inching our way to episode 52.
I'm so excited.
I'm
so proud of us.
So, yeah. Stuff did happen in the gaming community world things this week. Not a lot, but
Not
enough.
a lot, but a little.
Enough to warrant at least a 10-minute episode. All right, so topic one of our gaming week. I'm sorry,
The week that is gaming.
The week
news.
that is gaming. You know, this week in gaming.
If we keep introducing ourselves for the next 30 minutes, we'll successfully have run an infomercial.
And I'm Christy
Hi,
Brinkley.
I'm Ron Pompeel, here to sell you
I said Christy Brinkley. Who the fuck is that person?
Ron Pompeel?
Yeah.
He's the guy who sold the rotisserie cookers.
Oh.
Yup, I remember
Because
those.
you had Ron Pompeel, you had Christy Brinkley, you had Anthony Sullivan.
Oh my God, Anthony Sullivan.
Mays there.
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays.
Billy
here.
Games here.
Yeah, Billy Mays here. And then who did the juicer? He
I
was
don't
an
know.
old guy that used to be a body, but Jack something.
I don't
Jack
know.
LaLanne.
Yeah.
Jack LaLanne used to sell juicers and shit like that.
I remember when Tony Little used to do the Gazelle.
Oh my God.
Tony Little. That's a name that I haven't heard since my childhood because my
with his
mother.
ponytail.
Yeah, because my mother had 3 different Tony Little workout tapes.
Of course she did.
Yeah, she had to. Between like that, Taibo, kickboxing, I'm sure Krav Maga was in there somewhere. Batman's
certain.
regimen,
certain.
Wolverine's workout. I don't know what else my mother does, but
Regenerative properties, you know.
got that adamantium skeleton going on.
She doesn't need
She's like,
to.
"Look,
She
I
can
can't."
break adamantium.
I can't be taking calcium supplements for the rest of my life. I need that adamantium bone.
Same.
great?
I'm working on it.
Ha, ha,
Anyway,
ha,
all right.
okay.
So we'll actually get into gaming news.
What happened this week? Tell me.
As of Wednesday, January 3rd, it was reported about Monster Hunter World will be coming to PC in the fall of 2018.
Yeah.
This would explain the gap between PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Xbox One, PS4, it releases on the 26th of January. There is a 6 to 8 month gap for it to be optimized for PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have a lot more to work with.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you have a lot more range.
I think a lot of it's going to be with Capcom?
Yeah.
Yeah, Capcom. They're going to be trying to pander to the modding community.
That's
because
fair.
If you're putting a game on PC, you are automatically opening up your game for mods.
Oh, and
Yes.
Capcom's been pretty open with Monster Hunter as well, of putting things in it that like they don't take themselves too seriously.
Yeah, like I just found out that we can play as Aloy on the PS4.
Yeah, and
Hell
one of your
yeah.
Palicos can be Mega Man, which they
Yep.
could be in
all of them.
yeah, because it's Capcom.
Yeah.
So like
But
they're really great about
the fact that they're pandering to the PS4 audience by putting Aloy in there, because she's not a Capcom character at
Nope.
all. Normally, all they do is put Capcom characters in.
Yeah.
So, like...
But
So I think it's pretty cool. I also like, I mean, they're going to have to find the benchmarks for Monster Hunter where, okay, these are the minimum system requirements to play the game, and then here's what we would recommend. But there's also with the PS4 version, because obviously you have the hardware differences between the PS4 and the PS4 Pro. Apparently there's going to be settings in the game that you can change to whether you want to focus on optimized frame rate, graphics, or...
Depth of field.
No, there was... I don't remember what it was. My brain's too sick to remember. But basically, you could switch around your graphical settings within the PS4 version. So if you're optimized on the PS4 Pro, you'll be able to take advantage of the increased hardware.
Right.
I like that.
But it'll still play well on the regular PS4.
Well, that's good.
I like that.
So, but you can like tailor it a little bit to your play style and like
that's-
what's important to you.
I can't wait to try that out once I get my Pro.
Because like that was that was the thing we talked about a few weeks ago, where we were talking about like the future of consoles, and it's like one of the concerns is, okay, they keep developing games that are going to be great on the PS4 Pro, and like the fancier versions of the Xbox that keep coming out. What's going to happen to the rest of us who don't have one of those? Our game's just going to keep getting better and better, and my thing's going to be obsolete. So it's nice that they're not doing that.
As a slight side note, did either of you get the chance to watch the Honest trailer for Xbox?
No.
I haven't watched
Okay.
literally anything.
I was laughing pretty hard because we've talked about game console names before.
Yeah.
Right.
And we've debated on where they're going to go with the Xbox. And that was one of the things they included in the Honest trailer was with, what did they say? That's the worst game console naming convention since Nintendo named a console after piss.
What?
We.
The Wii.
Oh.
And then, like, because they went with the Xbox and then for some reason tacked a 360 on it and then went back to the Xbox One, making it impossible to reference the original Xbox. He's like, the only way they can make it more confusing is if they call their next console the PlayStation 5.
Oh my God.
New from Microsoft, the Sega Genesis 2.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be so good though.
Oh, God.
It just says Sega, but the S is a 5.
Oh, my God.
Anyway,
Sega.
back on track.
If you're gonna use that idea, Sega.
Yeah,
Hit us
back on
up.
track. That's really it for Monster Hunter. I did have the stunning realization that when it comes out, and I pre-ordered it, comes out in January 26th, I'm working.
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh,
be
no.
super busy.
Oh.
Like,
for a few
that's the
days.
beginning of my work week, my 10-day work week.
Oh, no.
And I know I'm going to come home every day, like, and you're going to be like, you want to play?
I
You wanna
sure
play?
am.
That's
You wanna
okay.
play? But at the same time, I do get home by, like, noon normally, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
be like,
okay,
yeah.
honey. I will play, and you can live vicariously through me and be bad at a video game.
I'm sorry, but go fuck yourself.
Whoa.
Thanks.
But yeah, I am super excited to put together a hunting party.
Absolutely.
I want this next one.
Not to mention, a lot of the things I've been seeing about it have said that they've really optimized multiplayer. Like, it was just kind of a thing that you could do in Monster Hunter 4 for
Yeah.
the 3DS. And it's not to say it was a bad thing, because it did function really well, but they've put a lot more focus, I think, into the multiplayer with it being on full consoles and multiplayer being a huge centerpiece of what's going on. I also like that with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, you had zones that you're tracing a monster through. And
like
so you
hunting
get-
grounds?
Pretty much. And it's the same 1 or 2 zones, depending on where you're at, is what you're hunting through. So you start getting really used to it, but each zone has like 7 sections to it
Yeah.
that you're tracking the monster through. And you'd have to, there are load times between each of those zones. And with Monster Hunter World being that, you know, they are on a significantly higher powered system than the 3DS, it's not a handheld. So like, they don't have the load screens.
Yeah.
So it's just fluid.
I can't wait for how they're going to port it to the Switch.
Ooh,
Because,
yeah.
you know, like, right now it's only slated for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. You know they're going to end up putting it on.
They'll find a way to do it.
That would actually be great.
Especially like, because
Because
Capcom's no stranger to adapting games for
well,
Nintendo.
especially how 4 was only on the 3DS, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
like
3, which I wish I had liked 3, because 3 was also on the Wii U, and you could move your character back and forth from the Wii U to the 3DS.
oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Which was awesome. So you could like take it with you and play on your breaks at work and level up some and like
And then
work
bring
on your
it
armor,
home.
bring it home, pop it onto the TV. That was almost like the concept for the Switch, but before the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a remote play with
Yeah.
the Vita and the PS3 and PS4.
To an extent, yeah. Which is neat.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I'm going to lose
We-
myself.
We shouldn't have gotten you going right at the top of this
Oh.
episode. You could
I mean,
probably go on for hours, but
I would do an
Monster Hunter
entire
World-
Monster Hunter World episode.
Sorry, editor proxy, for getting regular proxy on a tangent.
It's all good.
You should leave that in. And that. and that.
In this.
And that.
Oh,
Okay.
geez.
Are we good on that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, so I get this next one because we talked about it last week. The Switch. I had mentioned last week that the Switch outsold the PS2, which isn't untrue. It outsold PS2 first year sales in Japan. So PS2, when the PS2 came out in Japan, it was like the most popular thing that had ever happened, ever. And the Switch, in its first year, outsold the PS2's first year sales in Japan. That's still really crazy numbers. I just wanted to...
It is.
I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, a little correction.
I said it last week, and as I said it and it came out of my mouth, I was like, wait a minute. And also, the Switch is officially the fastest selling console in U.S. history. And I triple checked this one because it sounded wild. In the 10 months since its launch, from March last year, over 4.8 million of them have been sold in the U.S. That's almost 5 million of them. That's crazy. And interestingly, over 60% of Switch owners own Super Mario Odyssey, and over 55% of them own Breath of the Wild. Isn't that wild? Like,
it sure is. That's the two really big games on the system right now, aside from like the ports of Mario Kart 8 and
Splatoon and
Splatoon 2.
Yeah, but like that was fucking wild to me. Also, one more Switch quick thing. The neon green and pink Joy-Cons that were available with the Splatoon 2 bundle, that were only available here with the Splatoon 2 bundle. They were available for sale in Europe and Japan.
I just got to them.
You just got to them.
Okay.
They're going to be for sale individually in the US sometime this month. Sometime before the end of January.
That'll be cool.
Interestingly, weirdly, there's no word on pricing or official release date, but they said by the end of the month. Interestingly, on the Splatoon 2 bundle, the green was the left Joy-Con and the pink was the right. And in this...
Did they switch them?
In this new one, in this like individual release, it's switched.
To be completely honest, that's nothing new. The red and blue that come with the console, red is the right hand, blue is the left, and if you buy them independently, they're switched.
That's so wild.
So the real question is can you pair the same colors together?
Yes.
Ooh.
I was actually talking to Erin about that at GameStop the other day because she was saying how she was thinking about buying a pair of the red and blue so she can have a full blue set or a full red set if she wanted.
Yeah.
So
I like that. I would like to have two green ones. I think that's cool though because then the people who got the Splatoon 2 bundle because it was special don't feel like, well, why did I fucking do that?
Right.
Because it's still special.
It's still special. It's still different. So I really like that.
And then if you're one of those people that like to have solid colors, then you can go out and buy the other.
Yeah, because that was the thing.
Set.
I really like the gray ones, but it's like, because they match, but it's also like, come on. So that's cool. That was it for the Switch news, though. Yeah. I didn't have that in my notes. I just learned that like 10 minutes ago. So
oh, way to go.
I wanted to
way to be on top of things.
It was today. We
You're
were
supposed
busy.
to be psychic.
Psycho.
Huh?
Psycho.
She's supposed to be a psychonaut, really, is the thing.
Oh, God. I don't want her in my brain. She's already there. Moving on from Nintendo Switch. Little sad news. Well, it's kind of sad, but not like death sad. Naughty Dog loses another.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Who?
So, Sean Escayg, Escayg.
Cool name.
Yeah, Escayg. He had been with Naughty Dog for 7 years, and he joined when The Last of Us was still being newly developed. He announced his departure from Naughty Dog on Twitter as of this past week. He had worked on The Last of Us, the Left Behind DLC, and Uncharted 4.
Which were both supremely good.
Yeah, I still haven't played the Left Behind DLC.
I haven't. I mean, obviously, I haven't either. But I've watched it.
You've watched
it. It's really good.
But I can attest to Uncharted 4.
Yeah,
definitely. He was the writer and creative director for Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which was also great. Still haven't beaten.
No, it was also great.
But it's got great writing to it. Escayg posted on Instagram after his departure tweet.
It's just to new Avengers, bring it 2018 with a picture of the Avengers like
okay,
A symbol.
so Escayg posted the Avengers symbol, like the New Age Avengers symbol.
Okay.
On Twitter, and it said to new adventures, bring it 2018 with like little fire. Details on so he might be going on to work with Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics.
Yeah,
on the new Avengers game,
which would be kind of cool. Like clearly he's done a lot of good stuff. He was like he was the writer and creative director for Lost Legacy. that's like a really important part of a game, and he did a great job. So hopefully he can bring pride back into the Avengers.
I mean, hopefully he can bring his talents over to Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics.
Squeenix.
And at the same time, hopefully Naughty Dog can kind of keep afloat without...
They keep losing people.
I mean, they keep losing people, but I have faith in Naughty Dog.
Oh, for sure.
Based off of just what I own of theirs now.
They just keep doing it.
And even owning like the original Crash Bandicoots. Like,
I think I currently own everything Naughty Dog has released except Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. I have 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
I think we have
it all.
Most of, like, between all of us, we own everything.
I think we do, all of us. Because I have the original 3 Crash Bandicoots, Crash Team Racing. I don't have Crash Bash.
No. You have
which were the 2 side offshoots that Naughty Dog made before they gave up the IP.
Yeah, you have the new one.
I have the Insane Trilogy. I've got Jack and Daxter's full collection. And then I've got the Uncharted series.
Did
I have
Naughty
The Last
Dog
of Us.
do Ratchet and Clank?
No, that was Insomniac.
That's right.
And we've got all of the Uncharteds. We've got Last of Us and Left Behind, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think between us, 4. We've got the entirety of Naughty Dog's collection.
And I didn't even realize that till right now, but like that's great.
Plus, I've got the Art of Naughty Dog, the book by Dark Horse.
I think that's more Bethesda games than I own.
And the Last of Us art book.
Yeah.
Like.
And it's...
I just need to get the Uncharted art book.
Yeah. I mean, they've got some of the art from Uncharted in the Naughty Dog.
No, but I want the actual art book for it.
Uncharted,
between that and the Horizon Zero Dawn one.
The Uncharted 4, the Uncharted art book is one of the things I wanted to get you for Christmas, but that's a lot of money. And the Horizon one. So happy birthday in 6 months.
Happy your birthday in a month? I like that one better.
Okay.
You can get it for me.
Okay. I'll do that.
So I want to take a little offshoot, actually, because this is, I think, our first, like, full-on back from the holidays podcast. We did one just before I had, like, Christmas with my family and whatnot, because everything kind of got delayed. That was technically after the holidays, but not quite. So Jeff and I both ended up with new headsets.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I want to take a minute because I've been enjoying the ever-living daylights out of being able to hear things clearly as well as not hear the rest of the world.
Yeah, oh my god.
So we picked up...
I didn't realize how good these were.
The HyperX Cloud Core gaming headset. I ended up picking them up at GameStop because they had them there, but I mean, you can find them on Amazon. I'll post a link in the description if you want to check them out because
it's so good.
I've been looking around for a studio quality headset because I'm sick and tired of playing Overwatch and sounding like we're talking through tin cans.
Oh, so, yeah, seriously.
And we've gone through, I think we've both had the Afterglow Level 1. We've had the Turtle Beach. Essentially, the drive-through headset was the last one I was using.
Yeah.
I don't know what your Turtle Beach was beforehand, but now we're both running the Cloud Core. That was my Christmas gift to Jeff.
I've gone through 3 headsets before the Cloud Core.
And you will never go back to anything ever again.
Because I had seen great reviews on it. And that's not to say there's not better headsets out there. I'm sure there are, but for the money. For being sub $100, hell, sub $80.
Yeah.
It's a really solid headset.
Well, sub $80 for you.
No, sub $80 for the general person.
If you shop on Amazon, they are $79.99.
Okay, so right around $80
yeah.
then. Okay.
Still.
I thought they were like 60 something on Amazon.
No.
But so anyway, long story short, I've used mine now because you can disconnect the mic, which I love.
Yeah.
So I've used them for like listening to music, which we did that music test on them a few days ago.
God.
I've used them for playing Terraria on my PC, which is one of the other things that I really like is that they're cross-compatible between Xbox One, PS4, and PC. So
you're going to use them to edit this
probably.
episode?
I'll probably be using them. Yeah, I'll be using them to edit this episode.
You can probably hear like gurgling in our stomachs.
And I've used them for Discord chat through my phone.
Oh
my god.
Yeah. It's been real good.
It's great because like when I haven't really been like in our bedroom when you're playing any game with Proxy.
Yeah.
But when that does happen and Proxy dies in a game,
you can hear him.
He usually screams very loud.
I sure do.
And before I could hear it pretty clearly
from the other room.
And now I'm
very vocal about my deaths, okay?
I can't hear, and like you don't talk louder to like make yourself heard over the microphone. You just talk at a normal volume. It wasn't too loud, but it's like you do talk louder on your old headset than just in to me.
See,
right
the,
now.
The one complaint I have about this headset is the sound canceling is so good. I feel like I'm screaming all the time.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just talking in this voice, I feel like I'm talking like this.
Yeah. It was funny yesterday. Yesterday when I found out that I had another snow day today, I was like, "Hey, honey," and nothing. I was like, "Honey." Nothing.
Annabelle does the same thing.
All right, cool.
So buyer beware if you do end up picking up a pair. Oh boy, get ready to say goodbye to the rest of your world.
Yeah,
keep your phone on vibrate and on your lap.
Make sure people know to tap you on the shoulder. Or something.
If I had two downsides to these headphones, one is that there's no on-cable volume adjustment.
That too, yeah.
So I've had to get used to going in and setting all the volume settings based on game volume versus chat volume on the PS4. Not a huge issue, but it is a minor inconvenience to start with.
Yeah.
And thing two is that normally, because the last headset I had only had one ear, so I could leave the game volume on the TV and have chat in my ear so that if Annabelle's sitting on the couch with me, she can hear the game but not the people screaming at me. Now, if I have the headphones on, I can't hear the game unless I have game audio broadcast.
And especially where we've been playing Fortnite, where they actually use the 3D audio.
Which is really good, by the way.
Yeah,
I like that when you hear the gunshots.
On your right side, you only can hear it on your right side.
I really appreciate that in a game.
Especially a shooter.
As a person who, even though I'm deaf as shit, I have to rely on my hearing in a video game, I appreciate that shit. Because if I hear something on my right, and I know it's on my right, I'm good.
Which, really, I'm starting to think maybe I'll take another dive into Amnesia, The Dark Descent.
No, Senua's Sacrifice.
I
just deleted that off of my PS4, too. I'm going to have to re-download it.
Yeah.
That's because a game. That definitely it has let me put it her voices come into certain ears.
Yeah. As my last touch on this before we just sound like we're an advertisement for Cloudcore, which we partially are. But,
I do want to point out we're not sponsored. They didn't pay us. We paid for the headset.
But I had to buy it with my own real money.
You should get on that.
I literally, but when Proxy, I knew where he was going with this. I wrote it down to contact them just in case.
Sweet. Yeah. So oh, God, I lost where I was going.
Sorry.
That's okay. My last piece with this was that I listen to a lot of EDM and techno and dubstep and all sorts of crazy music.
Yeah.
And one of the sound tests that we did was Dr. P's Spaghetti
Monster.
Yeah, Spaghetti Monster, or Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Very good song.
There are pieces to that song that I never knew existed.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I didn't know what you were talking about, and then I heard it, and I was like, I've heard this song 1,000 times.
Between that and 5 Hours.
5 Hours by Dioro is... Oh, it's so good. It's been my alarm because it's it gets me amped in the morning. But anyway, so that's it. That's my long running ad rant about.
That's fine. We're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored, but you can totally find an affiliate link down.
We're
in the
not
description.
sponsored yet.
Not yet.
That's the thing about sponsorships. Real quick, I would never do a sponsorship for a product I didn't really believe in. I would fucking do it for this headset.
Yeah, I don't think I could bring myself to do a sponsorship. I don't of something no, this is garbage. I can't do it.
There are some companies that will sponsor podcasts exclusively, and that's really cool. But there's some things that it's I would never actually use that. I don't think I could take your money if I'm not actually going to use.
You know what my test is going to be next is listening to this podcast with them.
No, my test is going to be next buying a pair of MeUndies.
Fuck. I mean,
MeUndies
hit me up because I would really love to try MeUndies. Hit me up. All right.
Anyway,
moving on from our sponsored non-sponsorship.
Whoops.
Last bit of news for us, quote.
Kinda.
You didn't see me do the bunny quotes.
Kinda. I have a couple other little things.
Last part of news from me.
Yes.
From your lovely host and creator, me, Jeff, the one who's never here, me. Me, the boss. Little Death Stranding news.
Okay.
Yay.
Which is always good to hear because it
means something's happening with it aside from it being dropped.
Yeah. So according to Kojima, our holy Lord and Savior, Death Stranding development is moving unusually fast. The game has surpassed the experiment phase, so it's out of beta already.
Wow.
Yeah. Even Sony said, we've never seen someone make a game with a pace as fast as this. Kojima previously stated that the game will be released before the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo.
But
recently, Kojima has been teasing a huge announcement about the game happening at some point this year.
Okay.
Like an announcement this year.
Yeah.
So that could be tomorrow. That could be in July. But he's going to make a Death Stranding announcement sometime this year. I predict that it's going to be at
E3.
It's going to be before Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is first.
When is that?
That is generally a month before E3.
Okay.
But
that's my goal for this year, I think. My goal for 2018 is to get the con circuit and like the expo circuit down on a calendar so that I can like have a good overview of what's happening when. Yeah. Because I haven't been paying attention in my college years, and I need to now.
Yeah. Well,
like I've known roughly when E3 is at. I know when AAC is at, which is like a smaller thing that I do. Right. I know when PAX is at.
And you know when
but
ABE
that's about it.
And all that. Like, yeah. It's always the same weekend. It goes the same with every expo there is.
So I really need the 2018 schedule down. That's what I need to do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll write it down on a calendar. We'll
I sure will.
Some reminders and poke at you every time.
Sweet.
But I really want this announcement to be sooner than later.
Same. I really want to know what the hell is going on with Norman Reedus and the crazy fetus.
Yeah, Norman Reedus and the crazy fetus.
I want to commission Joe to just be like, hey, Joe, I want something Death Stranding related. Make it your own.
Norman Reedus and the crazy fetus. I'm going to message him just that right now.
Do it.
So, yeah, that's my last bit of news. I'm going into messaging world.
Okay.
Cool.
And
I have a follow-up to our swatting news from last week.
Yes.
Honey, did you know about that?
The swatting?
The swatting with the Call of Duty thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Guy got killed.
To recap, 2 Call of Duty players were arguing and being fucking morons. One of them said, I'm going to SWAT you, which means I'm going to call SWAT to your house and they will arrest you for something stupid that you didn't do. The other person, in my example last week, I had named the caller of SWAT Bill and the victim Ted.
Yeah, because we were doing Bill and Ted's excellent SWAT adventure.
Yeah, it was great. Bill said, I'm going to call SWAT on you. Ted said, okay, here's an address. It was a fake address. It was like down the street from his house. Bill called SWAT. SWAT went to the address. And the person that came out, SWAT shot and killed him. He's dead. Follow up to that, because we talked about that last week, and I got fucking heated. The victim who was killed was 28-year-old Andrew Finch, who apparently was a father of 2 children and did not even play video games. If he had been involved in this at all and he died, not that it would have made it okay, but it would have been like, I don't know, maybe not shocking to his family, but he was just a dude under 30 years old, father of 2, who didn't even play video games. He opened his door because SWAT was outside and they shot and killed him. And the Bill who called SWAT, whose name I don't even want to read because he's a fucking moron.
Yeah, just don't. He's Bill.
25-year-old Bill has been arrested because calling SWAT for no reason, reporting a fake crime that isn't a crime, is a crime.
Wow, that's weird.
Falsifying a crime.
I thought SWAT was there to entertain live streamers.
Yeah, I thought SWAT was there to just be at our beck and call all the time.
Should we, you know how they have like some houses for a fire department, you can get a little sign that says like Tot Saver or whatever it is and stick it on your window so they know.
Put gamer on it?
Yeah, just put live streamer. But I'm going to like, if I ever get a house, I'm putting live stream in progress on the front door. So that when SWAT shows up.
We'll take the on-air light, but blow it up by like 1,000.
Yeah. I should. You just gotta like go down to your local police and be like, I need to register as a game streamer. The thing that pisses me off is that this is bringing to light more negative stereotypes in the gaming world.
What absolutely blows my mind is that swatting has been a thing for over 10 years. 10
Which is so dumb.
Years. At some point, SWAT has got to be like, no, we're not doing this.
But at the same time, if you do that, then you have to take into account that not every call is a serious call, where every call should be a serious call if someone's calling SWAT.
It's kind of like with 911 or with bomb threats.
You always
it doesn't matter how
seriously.
ridiculous the threat is. You have to assume there's something wrong.
One time, the only bomb threat that I remember having at my high school was
this shit is bomb.
One where someone had written "this shit is bomb" in the boys' bathroom on the first floor. We were evacuated from the school for like 2 hours in the rain, while bomb squad and the fire department came to make sure that everything was cool. It was really a great time. I also am reading right now that Andrew Finch, fucking Polygon.com, get your shit together because your pop-up ads keep popping up.
That's how they pay for things.
Oh my God. It keeps happening. Officers said Andrew Finch, 28 years old, father of 2, who is now dead, was ordered to raise his hands but move them to his waist because when you have someone screaming in your face, you do not understand what is going on at all. So that fucking sucks. And I'm glad that this kid was arrested. And I hate that on Twitter he was like, I'm not guilty of this because I had nothing to do with it. I didn't pull the trigger. SWAT isn't my job. Like, bitch, you still made the call that made SWAT show
That's
up at
like
this
the
man's
same
house.
kind of an argument of like Jigsaw is not a killer.
Yeah. It's like, no, he's not.
He
But
never
he
killed
is.
anyone.
His
He made
devices
them
did.
kill themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It fucking
Anyway, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
If you're listening, just if you want to SWAT someone, think long and hard, and then just don't do it.
If you want to SWAT someone, you're listening to the wrong fucking podcast because we think you're a goddamn
true.
moron. Like, go
do something
sit-
useful, like play Frogger, but for real.
Go sit in a public park and just think about your actions. And also, I hope that somebody thinks that you're creepy and you get arrested. And the squirrel takes your eyeballs.
Squirrels.
You can't say anything mean to people. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I just want a squirrel to take your eyeballs.
No. It's gonna bury him in the park with the rest of his nuts.
Oh, man.
But
That was it, though.
Cool.
That was all. Oh,
So-
hilariously, also, the DS Lite the other day was available at GameStop for $14.99. It's now $29.99. But I love that the hottest portable game system of a certain year, whenever it came out, is now only $30, and they just are giving them away.
I want to say 2008, 2009,
That sounds
like
about
that
right.
range. I'm trying to think of when it was that I wanted one when the
Yeah.
DS Lite
I
came out, and I couldn't find one.
That sounds about right.
Google will
So-
tell me.
It's a reason I say 0809 is I remember it being on G4 X-Play.
See, it must have been
2006.
wow. See, because I had one. I was just telling you this.
The
Betsy.
month I graduated high school.
Oh, honey.
Oh,
Um,
sugar.
So 12 years ago. So I had one. I had a black DS Lite, and then it broke. And I remember being like, "Oh, I can't like purchase a new one because they're still really expensive." So it must have been only a few years after it came out because they were still like $100+, which is crazy to think about now. It's not worth that much money.
I remember how much I used to care about the DS Lite.
It was mine's still going great.
I feel like the entire gaming culture was very, very different then because it was still experimental, but not so experimental. It's like when your Call of Duty started to really settle in as like we're your first person shooters and we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
it's the experimental, like I'm still in high school, but I'm hanging out with all my friends and we just kiss and that's weird. And now I'm in college. Woo, fuck my parents.
yeah.
Okay.
It's so weird. I was thinking about this the other day.
Now we're at that point. Like we could charge people. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Paid content.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like when I was in high school, it wasn't cool to play video games. And now
That's the thing
it's
to do.
it's not cool if you don't play video games.
That's
And
a pretty accurate turnaround.
It's like I hate that because the thing that made people not like me and think I was weird are the things that are cool now. And it's like not only did I
At least we finally got cool.
At least
Hey,
I feel like not only did I miss
Told you one day I'd be cool.
not only did I miss my prime,
I like to think now is our prime.
but now like all the people who fucking hated me in high school because it's like, oh, I went home and I played God of War for 7 straight hours because I'm 16 and I have nothing better to do with my life.
that
Now they're like, oh,
dem abs.
I play Call of Duty for 17 straight hours and I'm a hateful person because all I do is think about war and guns. And it's like, you're not cool because you are an asshole about this very thing.
The problem is the gatekeepers at this point.
Yeah.
I hate gatekeepers in anything.
Yeah.
And which, by the way, gatekeeping subreddit of the week.
Oh, God.
For me, I'm gonna start doing that now. I'm gonna drop a subreddit a week of weird shit you should go check out.
Is gatekeeping?
r/gatekeeping.
Is gatekeeping just pictures of dogs behind the gates?
No,
That would be great.
I'm sure there is a subreddit for that, but this
I
is
hope
not
so.
it. This is like those people that there was someone posted one because of the whole like Logan Paul thing that's been going on.
Yeah.
And someone posted in the comments like, personally, I forgive him. And I'm the only one who's okay to talk about this because my grandmother committed suicide. So I know what it's like. And I'm like, thank God someone showed up with the authority to have an opinion.
Thank God.
But it's like that type of stuff. And that's happening a lot in gaming, especially with the Gamergate controversy that happened a while back. Ugh. With the whole like, oh, you're a gaming journalist, but you're a female. You're obviously sleeping with your superiors.
Yep.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
That's a whole, we're going to have to do a whole special episode. Just for that.
We're going to do it without Sarah because she'll get so mad.
Don't even get me started.
That we will no longer have microphones because she'll just literally eat them.
They'll melt.
Anybody who listened to last week's episode knows how upset I got.
Oh, for real?
I don't even know how upset I got because I blacked it out.
Oh, see, I'm glad I didn't listen to it then.
I got real mad.
Sarah blacked out. We pushed her out into the snow. Which is why there's that one big nuclear melted spot.
Okay, that explains a lot.
And the crater in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I think somebody's car melted.
Probably.
As long as it's not mine, I don't care.
But that's all of our news we've got for this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned to us on social media for all the new stuff. And don't forget to check the website, YeahDudeGamers.com. We're coming out with a set streaming schedule.
Hell yeah.
Very soon.
We're gonna be
I'm hoping before our next episode I'll have one up.
We're going to be streaming more and better.
I'm hoping we can make Wednesday night, double date night, a thing with Diablo 3 because that went really well.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
I was so happy. But until next time, stay safe, don't SWAT people, and game on.
See ya.
I don't have anything.
I've been Jack Mackerel.